Hello, Dom here, sending the Explorer. Dogs are doing their thing as usual. Um, so welcome to the Skinwalkers 101 Intro to video. Okay, I've thought long and hard about how to go about doing this, and a friend of mine was telling me that he had total misconceptions about what Skinwalkers are, and that I should start from Jump Street. And he's right. So let me introduce myself first, okay? Properly. Yate, Shea Dominic Dene Yajanshia, Yunishia, Kintlachini Shlon, Kia Ani Bushishin, Turi Chini Dashache, Do Touchini Dashanal, Shiroshman, I Yasinle, Oh, and Sino Danit Ash. I could end it like nice thing he's go, Kare Twin Silla Dan Higan, Beat Nithle. Shake it out the Nenshle. Hello, my name is Dominic. Red House, born for Towering House. Um, I'm originally from the east side of the Navajo Nation, okay? The checkerboard area. I was born in Cuba, New Mexico. My mom remarried to my dad. He's my stepdad, but I call him my dad. And I just tell everybody I'm from Crystal. I've been here since fourth or fifth grade or something like that. Now, to properly start you off on this whole Skinwalker bit and defining it and separating fiction from fact from fiction, and try to be educational about this. I've decided to create these mini videos. Okay, this video will have to do with the introduction to Skinwalkers. Okay, I guess the first thing I should do is start with things that Skinwalkers are not. Okay, since we're going to be examining and exploring and trying to catch a Skinwalker, let's start with what they aren't, okay? Now, Skinwalkers are not phenomena, okay? They're not paranormal activity. They're not myths. They're not urban legends. They have nothing to do with aliens and spaceships. They don't really have anything to do with Bigfoots, but there is a Bigfoot aspect, okay? And to the Navajo culture. Okay, there's a Bigfoot aspect to the Navajo culture. What else aren't they? They're not spirits, okay? They're not entities. Um, they're not they're very real, okay? Um, what else is kind of stuff? Oh, okay, if you watch the videos, you'll see that they have Navajo vocal cords. So, when they don't sound so loud, they're closer to you, and when they're really loud, they're farther away. That's not true. Um, I've seen videos where they're saying stuff, right, to lure individuals in a certain direction or whatever. That doesn't happen either. Okay. Um, and for my videos, you can see that they have Navajo vocal cords, so all the screaming and the howling, those are either Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or Yahoos. Okay. Um, let's see. What else are they not? Oh, they are not to be toyed with. You get it? Um, as a matter of fact, just to be completely honest with you guys, I'm putting my life in complete danger for making these videos, and that's you know, I couldn't be more factual about that statement. And I do, say things, I kind of poke fun at them or I prod them, and that's only, to do, it's to try to get them to make mistakes because they're Navajo people essentially. Okay. Um, so like, yeah, they're not, this isn't like, I don't do this for fun. Okay. And this whole issue surrounding skinwalkers and kind of like ousting them is very personal to me. It's been a lifelong goal for me to like capture one. Okay, ever since I was a little kid. Um, I might as well get into that. Okay, when I was a little kid, I used to have nightmares. Okay, and the nightmares consisted of a bunch. I'm talking about a bunch of people chasing me or trying to catch me. It seemed like, and the more I moved, the harder they worked to keep me in one spot, but it just wasn't happening. And it got to a point where like a fence is coming, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What's the fence for? And as the closer I get to the fence, I have this premonition. Next thing you know, I just jump into the air and start flying. And and they're like all on the ground, just in awe of me. Well, at first I thought they were looking at me, okay? And I'd be like flying over the trees, brushing the treetops, and I could feel all that stuff, I could feel the needles or the leaves, depending on what tree I was brushing up against, and depending on what kind of tree it was, that's how high I was off the ground, and it was just like really crazy. And it would get to the point where like I'm right above them. They're looking up at me, and I'm looking down at them, and I'm like looking at the bottom of my feet. Right? Like, it's just real, and it feels so real. But it's scary, because I'm a little kid and I have no understanding. My grandma eventually took me to some medicine men, okay? And my grandma raised me traditionally, okay? I spoke the Navajo language before I ever spoke English. And, like, she took me to, a medicine man that derived his powers from a bear. Like, he literally stuck his hand inside bear claws and gave me comfort, right? And deciphered my dreams to me. He sent me to a crystal gazer. It was also a relative of mine, right? He did his crystal gazing and his hand trembling and told me the same thing. And they told me to get the ashway done. At the ashway, the guy was telling me, look, your other grandpas are right, and what you have to understand is like, these people have no power over you, okay? And it's your mind, okay? That's what they're attracted to. They're not trying to like destroy you or capture you. They're in awe of you. And like when you're in the air in your dreams, that's real. That's your brain. That's your mind, It's so powerful that you could fly if you wanted to, okay? And they know that. And they're jealous of you for that. And they want what you have, but you can never let them have it. And they pulled a turquoise and a tooth out of my back, okay? That is like fact. Everything I'm telling you is 100% fact, okay? You'll never hear stuff like this because it's very personal to us, but like I'll get into like how this ties into why I'm doing it, okay? And I'm kind of there now, right? Like the intro, and the medicine men were telling me like they have no power over you, and you can never allow them to have power over you, okay? You need to like understand this here and now. And those dreams were them, all of them, working to get you to succumb to fear. Because when you succumb to fear, you open that door and invite in the evil that they're trying to do to you. And if you look in your hand, I'm looking down at the tooth and the turquoise, he says, what it really happened. So you have to be strong, son. Right? We need you. Because someday you're going to have to face all of them. And there's hundreds of them. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm sure as you go through life and you keep this, and you keep like doing the things that when you lead a traditional lifestyle, there's just things you don't do and things you do. Okay, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, kind of like abortion. Okay, abortion is not the Navajo way. Okay, and these foreign influences have gotten like half my brothers and sisters believing it's a woman's choice. And for a Navajo person, that's like bullshit. That's like utter nonsense, okay? There is no choice when you're a traditional Navajo that clings to his culture, true culture, okay? There's no choice to make. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's just things you do and you don't do in abortions like do banjatina, do banjagara, do bayajikita, yuwe, right? That's like, I can't, those are very harsh words in our language, okay? The essence of what they're saying is you don't do stuff like that. And he was telling me, like, when you get something done, like I had the ashway done, they covered me completely in ash. And, I had to, like, I'll get into that, okay? The whole thing about ash, okay, and its power. And, and I'm 46 years old now, and, like, I've been trying to find meaning in my life, And I think this is what my calling is. I have to expose these skinwalkers for what they do so I can take their power away from them, right? And finish what my ancestors started, okay? And once I take this power away, we can like move away from evil and start living in harmony with this realm, this world that we're at, okay? And skinwalkers are like, they're the obstacle to us eternally progressing, okay? Here in this world. That's right. Um, so so skinwalkers aren't like a boogeyman, right? They're nothing like that, okay? This is stuff that we Navajo people experience every single day of our lives while we live here in the Navajo Nation. This is a clandestine group of people, okay? They have exceptional talent, exceptional skill, and exceptional power. But the way they got that power is, it's ill-gotten, okay? And you have to understand that these are Navajo people, okay? They're not humans or anything else. They're Navajo people. Now, you can't compare human beings to Navajo people, okay? It's just, you can't do it, okay? Navajo people are very much different than human beings. Yes, we're human, and we have this human form, right? God created everyone in this universe in his image, you get it? We're here now in this universe, the one that God created, right? It's only by his authority that we have these powers, right? Get it? He's complete control of everything in this universe, right? Nothing happens without his authority. So these powers that like medicine men and skinwalkers have, it's only because God allows us to have this kind of power that it exists. Okay? And they're taking advantage of it. And my life is actually in danger because of the videos that I'm making, because what I'm talking about is very personal to us. That's what I need you to understand. And that's what this intro video is about, is understanding what I'm about to share with you. Okay? You have to hold it dear, right? And maybe some of it applies to your life, maybe it doesn't, but hopefully, like, coming out on the other side of these videos, we'll all be better people for it, okay? That's my ultimate goal, right? Creating a better nation, and I mean the Navajo Nation, okay? And so I hope you continue to watch my videos, you know? Um, I'm trying to leave my feelings and stuff like this out of it, but like I said, you know, it's very personal to me. And I gave you the story as to why, okay? Now, I got other reasons, you know, like why I'm qualified to talk to you about skinwalkers when while thinking other people aren't, like other people from my tribe, right? Um, but for now, you know, I've told you what skinwalkers aren't, okay? It's not fiction, okay? This isn't like Tales from the Crypt or Creepshow, okay? This is like the real deal. So I hope you enjoy the videos. I'm gonna give you guys a homework assignment, okay? I want you to watch all the content I have on the YouTube channel, okay? Because like I said, everything I say is factual, okay? Everything I try to do is with scholarship, okay? The aptitude for learning, and watch the videos, like really pay attention to stuff because I'm going to keep referring to everything I've shown you thus far. I'm pretty sure I can get more evidence that's even more compelling than what I already have, okay? Like those coyotes, those aren't coyotes, okay? Coyotes don't go up to people in a pack and start vocalizing, right? And then like when that person opens the door to his explorer, right? They don't just like get quiet, right? And then they don't like wait around and hope that I I get back. Like I'm talking about the two first shorts I put, okay? The first video is like me inside the explorer and I can hear them. Like right now you can hear the dogs outside. I don't know if you can hear the dogs outside, but they just nonstop, okay? But I was in the explorer, right? And I could hear them, and so I'm like trying to hurry up and record it before I lose them because they're watching me, man. When they're that close, they're watching me, okay? And see how the light just came on over there, right? And like I'm trying to well, right, and coyotes don't like wait around for you to like lose interest, right? So like when it looks like I closed the explorer door, but all I'm doing is just like letting gravity come up against it. Letting gravity pull the door up against the body. So it's not necessarily closed because I'm onto these guys, right? I'm breaking down their behavior and how they think because I have scholarship. I'm that smart, and that's what that medicine man is telling me. Get it? And so when they started again, right? The second video, you can hear them. You can hear like when you don't hear the door open like the first video because in the second video it had the door propped, right, ready to go. So like you can hear them like real loud, and then you can just hear it like get all of a sudden really louder. That's me pushing the door open, right? You get it? And when I tell them to like shut up, that's me like egging them on, right? Because these are very proud individuals, right? They've been doing this type of activity for so long that they're adamant about it. They don't want to like stop what they're doing, right? Because people on Earth are essentially creatures of habit. See, and I can talk to you for hours about this stuff, right? But it's not practical because it's YouTube, and the attention span of an individual isn't very long. I'm at the 19-minute mark. Okay. I'm gonna continue making these videos. Okay. And I hope you learn stuff. Ask me questions. Okay. Criticize me. It doesn't even faze me when people criticize me because I'm like really educated and intelligent and I can empathize. I can put myself in someone and I just see where it's coming from, and it kind of like it just doesn't faze me. Okay. Actually welcome it. Any interaction is better than no interaction, no? So I hope you all have a good evening or a good night, whatever. Thank you. Bye.